Breaking news after the final 450 main event for Anaheim 2 is Monster Energy Kawasaki's Jason Anderson was penalized during that third and final race, and this infraction, although small, has huge implications and really shook up the point picture heading into Detroit. Let's break it down as part of this RotoMoto React. The infraction came after the 21 unfortunately had a small get-off in the opening lap of the third race that dropped him all the way back to the tail end of the 450 pack. Jason remounts the Kawasaki, and instead of re-entering in the middle of the whoops section, he rides down alongside the whoops to re-enter at the next corner. Normally this would be allowed if not for the way that Anderson went about it. In the 2024 AMA Supercross Rulebook, section 1.6.20, track cuts and unfair advantages, section A reads, a rider leaving the course may only continue by properly re-entering the course without gaining a time or position advantage from the closest possible point to where that rider left the course. While off course, the rider must not accelerate in an unsafe manner. Additionally, point B says, race direction will make the determination as to whether a rider gained any advantage by leaving the race course and re-entering. The rider may be determined to have gained an advantage without gaining a position. No surprise here that Jason was deemed to have gained an advantage by accelerating next to the section, and let's be honest, I don't think anyone is surprised as it was quite blatant, not to mention El Hombre has history with similar penalties in the past. The 21 was docked one position as stated in the rulebook as positions gained plus an additional position. Since Anderson exited and re-entered the track without passing any riders, he gained 0 positions, but is docked 1 additional as per the rule. Typically, this would be a cut and dry situation of moving Anderson back to 8th and bumping Ferrandis to 7th, costing the 21 a single point and giving that point to Dylan. However, this weekend was not typical in that it was a hotly contested Triple Crown round. At the time of the race going off the air, Anderson stood second on the podium behind Cooper Webb with 4-1-7 scores for a total of 12 points, with Tomac and Plessinger tied with 13 behind, but Eli getting the tiebreaker by winning that final race. But with the penalty applied, Anderson moves into a 3-way tie with Eli and Plessinger, and because his third race finish was now 8th, he has the worst tiebreaker among them, moving him from 2nd all the way back to 4th. This cost him 4 championship points and awarded 2 points each to Eli and AP. Instead of the number 7 going into Detroit with a very slim 2-point lead over Chase, 4 points over Webb, 6 over Jett, and 7 over Anderson, AP now has 2 additional points over Sexton, Webb, and Lawrence, while maintaining a 10-point lead over Eli Tomac. All in all, Anderson's speeding penalty results in a net 6-point loss for the 21, which is one of the biggest point swing penalties in recent history. Despite this, we have the tightest points race in modern history, possibly in the history of the sport, as we have 5 riders all within 10 points going into round 5. The closest we've had to this was in 2019 when Webb, Roczen, Tomac, Musquin, and Barcia were separated by just 11 points. Webb took the red plate into round 5 that year and of course took the title home with him after winning the Anaheim 2 Triple Crown. Webb was again victorious in Anaheim tonight, his 22nd career victory, but first on a Yamaha, the brand he started his 450 career with back in 2017, but instead it is his old teammate Aaron Plessinger who takes the red plate into the 2nd consecutive round at Detroit. Let me know in the comments which of these 5 guys you are picking for the title as the series heads east, and don't forget to like the video on your way out and subscribe for more breaking news and analysis like this. Thanks as always for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. Keep it pinned to the weekend.